Hi, everyone. My name is Cynthia. I'm based in Brooklyn. I'm a student organizer, writer, actor, whatever.
And I'm Allison. I'm a literary agent, also based in Brooklyn and originally from Colorado.
So, today, our piece, which is called Internalized Misogyny, is based on the New York Times documentary on Britney Spears. It came out right when we were supposed to submit our Girls Right Now pieces, and I was really inspired by the storytelling methods that were used. And I wanted to talk about how internalized misogyny manifests in both macroscopic and microscopic ways.
We decided to do our piece in the form of a conversation so that we could talk back and forth about the ways we experienced internalized misogyny, me growing up in the 90s and Cynthia in the early 2000s. So here you go.
This piece of fabric is my pride and joy. A tag on the back of the neckline displays a generic logo. The shirt's a little oversized, but it's the perfect lazy day throw on. On it, a large image is stretched across from the middle. It's Britney Spears! Ever since I was a young girl, I had moved my feet with every beat of her songs. The nasality of her timbre became a normality when processing sound in my head. Sadly, she truly wasn't appreciated enough in the earlier years of her career. Allison, could you describe what O100's critics thought of her?
When I was in middle school, honestly, it was very cool to hate Britney Spears. We were, I think, all wrapped up in the media narrative, which was also our parents' narrative, that she was inappropriate. Too sexy, scandalous, self objectifying, and crazy. She set us a bad example for girls and women, or so we were told. We were supposed to value ourselves for our brains, not our bodies. I wonder how all that thinking strikes you now, growing up in a very different era.
From an etic perspective, it's quite apparent that this notion that Miss Spears is detrimentally sexualizing herself is an explicit example of internalized misogyny. Do you have any experiences in which you felt intimidated by the environment you were in based on your ascribed characteristics?
Yes, definitely. When I think back to middle school, I always wanted to wear makeup and short skirts in order to be seen as pretty and cool, and was conscious and constantly nervous that I wasn't playing the part quite right. At the same time, my friends and I, who were not especially cool, looked down on the popular girls who we thought dressed too provocatively. I'm sure we were, in part, just secretly jealous. Do you find yourself thinking about how you dress or present in similarly complicated knots, Cynthia?
I feel that the ways I perpetuate internalized misogyny are rooted in my insecurities, for sure. To combat internalized misogyny, having an open dialogue that is inclusive and invites all self identifying women could also be a step towards progress. Obviously, we should argue that the only method to alleviate this issue is to completely dismantle all oppressive forms of social stratification. But in the meantime, we can prioritize a method of discussion to participate in inclusive feminism. Thank you so much.
Thank you.